booked and busy. I just logged this year live. You was in a podcast somewhere else.
Yeah. But Dory, you watched the part when I was talking about eating ass? They was calling me an ass eater.
Oh no, I ain't see that part.
Oh.
What happened? What? Wait,
No. No need to bring it up. No need to bring it up.
No, I'm curious now. What's going on? Wait, who asked you ate? What happened?
They asked me a question, did you ever do it before? So I was like, yeah, I tried it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, how'd that work out for you?
It was lit.
Heard you.
Hi, I'm Dory, and this is the Kickback Podcast.
Hi, y'all. I got a question, and I'm not really trying to get to the bottom of anything. But with that being said, today's topic is, as an artist, as a public figure, are you a role model? Can people consider you a role model just because you're in the public eye? Featuring K Goddess. Well, you one of a kind. You already know that.
I'm special, right?
Yeah. You special, like in a good way. Oh, I see Red Cup Gang.
We outside, Dory.
Always. Yo, alright. So let me get right into it, Kay. Now, you know the wave, how everybody be talking. If you're a rapper, if you're an artist, if you anything in the limelight, you are a role model. So how does that sit with you? How you feel about that as far as role model? Because I know some people be like, I'm not trying to train your kids. You control your kids. So what's going on with you?
At first I used to feel like that. At first I used to feel like, I don't want kids to look up to me. I don't want kids to see me as a role model. But one thing I had to learn and I had to understand and I had to realize was that kids don't stay kids forever. Kids eventually grow up, they learn certain things, and now kids in 2021, they know about sex. They on the internet themselves, so they can educate themselves about certain things. So kids are smart enough to read through lines, to read between lines, and to also understand something for more than what it is. Now in 2021, I have no problem with people looking to me as a role model. But one thing I do allow my fan base to know, I'll be very transparent with. If you're going to look at me as a role model, understand that I'm still learning and I'm still growing as a person. So if you're going to look at me as a role model, look at me as a role model from where I came from and where I'm at now. And future reference, look at from where I'm at now and where I'm going. Don't look at me as a role model as to where I have everything figured out. You want to be just like me when you grow up. No, take your own path, figure out what your path is, and learn that with having somebody as a role model, it doesn't mean that you have to be exactly like them. It doesn't mean you have to follow everything in their footsteps. You just take key pointers and learn from each experience that person learned from. So I have no problem with people seeing me as a role model now. Just know that I'm human and I'm very blunt, and my speech sometimes could be very, very crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at me as a role model, but also know that I do many things for my community. I give back. I make sure my people is good, So if you want to look at me as a role model in that aspect, when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to holding your people down, when it comes to helping your family members, of course, I would love for kids to look at me as a role model.
I like all of you and your son, because I feel like, so you already know, before right now, for a minute, I've been rocking with you hard, and
that's fact.
Because of this exactly, like, you were so thorough, and that's exactly what it is. But let's get into you. You got a lot going on, a lot, so much going on. You in Atlanta, you in Tampa, you at Super Bowl parties, you with Boosie here, like, you everywhere. What's going on? You getting tats covered up? What's up?
Woo! Yes, I'm out here grinding. You know what I'm saying? Me and Swift, we broke up after 4 years, 4 long years, you know before anybody, you know that me and him was really going through back and forth shit for a little minute. And I just felt like we outgrew each other. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant to be, it would be. If it's meant to come back, it will come back. You know, I'm just at the point in life to where I'm not begging nobody to stay in my life. I'm not stressing nobody to fuck with me. You know, if you don't want to deal with me, that's cool. You know, we can move cordial. We don't have to end on bad terms. It is what it is. Going with your life. And ever since I had that mind state, my career had just been going up. Like, I'm everywhere. I tell my team to put me on everything. I don't care what the bill is. If 50 Cent is in Atlantic, on Atlantic, we're going to go to Atlantic and we're going to link up with 50. Like, I've been everywhere, Dory. I'm not turning nothing down. I want all the links. You want to know what it is? I feel like I turned so much down for the cause of my relationship. I turned a lot of situations down. I turned a lot of features when certain men wanted to work with me down because of my relationship. You know, because when people emotions is involved, I'm one of those girls that, especially when it comes to my man, you know, I take that into consideration. And I started learning that it wasn't vice versa. You know, it was more so of when he would do what he do, it was, oh, it's for my career. Oh, it's for my bread. But when I do it, you know, I'm being loyal. And I'm like, well, I'm going to cut this off. This one trying to flirt with me, and he also asked me to go to the studio, I ain't going. Oh, this one trying to give me a deal, but they not trying to make you be my producer, I ain't taking it. You know what I'm saying? And it came to a time and point to where it's like, if you really want your career to be somewhere and you really want something, you got to stop turning down stuff for other people's happiness. Because when it comes for them, they're not turning it down for you. You know what I'm saying? So I let the dead weight go, and we winning.
I mean, I don't know how to be receptive to that, because
it is what it is.
Around, I wasn't dead weight. You feel me? So, but
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was too much, Dory. You know, it took a lot out of me emotionally and physically. You know, don't get me wrong. Our relationship, it was amazing in the beginning. You know, I didn't really understand the business and pleasure thing because everything was so amazing. But slowly but surely, as my career started going up and I became less accessible, we just wasn't seeing eye to eye, and it was whack, you know, because we was living together. And I expected more, you know what I'm saying? I expected us to both be up, grinding, moving together as a couple goals, relationship goals. And I was the only one doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
like I said, like I always say, I love the thoroughness about you, because from jump you said we just wasn't seeing eye to eye. You ain't say nothing less, nothing more. We just wasn't seeing eye to eye anymore. It just wasn't going from where I wanted it to.
Yeah,
that's understandable. That's how things happen. That's what happens.
It's fortunate, but it's life. You know, not everybody you start with is gonna go with you to the top. Right. But one thing I do know is, I respect that man. I always will have respect for him. And if I blow today or tomorrow, I'm giving him PC. You know, as I should.
That's thorough. That's lit.
Yeah, of course. You know, because, you know, I still love him. My love is still there for him. You know, it's no hard feelings. You know, I just felt like we had 4 years in, so we should have been able to have a conversation. We should have been able to keep it good. But
before I even go on to ask other questions, so if I, you know, pull him up in an interview and ask him about this, that's all good?
Go ahead.
Heard you.
Go ahead.
All right, because the way you talking,
I'm interested to see what he would say, because he's been running. Dory, he runs. He's a runner. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Look at that. You say he's a track star. Yo,
that's running. So I'm interested to hear what he would have to say. You know, I have him blocked on everything. So, you know, and yeah, I blocked him after Tampa. You want to know why? Because when I dropped Jackie Robinson, and, you know, it was so much momentum going on behind that. I had a video release party and all of his friends was there. Like I said, 4 years, Zori. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't even get a congratulations.
No, yeah.
That hurt.
Let me tell you though. Before I haven't spoken to him at all. I know for a fact he rock with you. Like, he loved you. Yo, I remember I went to your listening party. The first thing he did when he put up to me was, yo, what you think about K-Music? Like, he's for you. You hear me? So
I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like somebody that I'm fucking with would say the same thing about me. It'd be the exact opposite.
Nah, it's different, Dory. It's different. And, you know, a lot of things that was done in the dark is coming to the light, especially now that we're not together. You know, and he, you know, after we broke up, he ran away with the chick he was cheating on me with, and she's a singer. So he's in Miami, based now, helping her with her career. So when you love somebody and you have love for somebody, you don't move a certain type of way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and the way he moved like his situation he's in. You know, he forgets the reason why he's in his situation is because of a certain individual. It's not because of K Goddess. You understand what I'm saying? K Goddess held you down when you went through what you went through. So I'm not the reason for your problems. And then he got family in his ear that's telling him, oh, she's growing up. She's going to treat you the same way that certain individual treated you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is...
something else.
But my thing is we got 4 years in. If my mind state is nobody can't tell me shit about Swift, nobody can't tell me nothing, and my judgment is not going to change about him, why I can't have that same respect from you? You understand?
I'm a, you know, hopefully I get a 2-part interview with this. You know what I mean? But like I said, let's get back to you. Yo, after Jackie Robb, you brought up Tampa. That's what I was gonna bring up. How did that all come about? Like, you was in Tampa. After that, I saw correct me if I'm wrong, but All-Star Weekend with Boosie.
Yes.
Right. So
yeah.
Let's talk about it.
It was super lit. Tampa came up from my team. You know, I'm under new management through the Evo agency. I have 4 managers. I have Scott Morris, I have V. Henny, I have Mark, and I have Rondo. And then I have also Bianca helping out. And Tampa, it just, you know, it all came together. You know, I've been working with Scott and V. Henny and them for a while, but we never like really came to agreement on anything, you know, because I really didn't trust nobody, you know, especially with coming from working with, I was scared to trust anybody. So, with Jackie Robinson, they helped me provide the girls. They helped me with the treatment. They helped me with a lot of things. So when Tampa came into play, they was like, hey, we got this play in Tampa. We got this, that, and the third. And then I had my publicist, and they were setting up things. Tampa just went amazing. I ended up performing on stage for over like 600 people. And that was the most people I ever performed for. I felt like I was at Summer Jam. You know what I'm saying? But it was really, really good. That was like my first big run, Tampa. And then All-Star Weekend was amazing. All-Star Weekend was just so crazy. I was overbooked All-Star Weekend. But it was amazing. It feels good. Like everything I prayed for is finally coming into play. And I'm excited.
You going through this it's still Corona. It's still COVID time.
Yeah.
So imagine how much more bookings and how much more good feelings you would be having if we wasn't like going through what we're going through right now.
I know.
So, Kay, I'm so happy for you. Like, shorty that I talked to, yo, she really, really rock with your music, bro. Like, she's a fan for a fact. Like,
oh, that is lit. I'm just now getting used to people saying that. Like, you know, everywhere I go, people's like, oh, this one like your music, that one like your music. Because you know what? I never really thought I had fans outside of Instagram.
Right.
So the more I travel, and I was in the airport on my way to All-Star Weekend, and I'm in the airport, you know, I'm got my mask on, trying to be low, and people on the low coming up to me like, I like your music. Like, you could tell they trying to be humble, they trying to be chill with it. They're like, I like your music. Then one person, I get on the plane, they're like, UK Goddess, right? I'm coming to your meet and greet tonight. And I'm just like, word? Like, I'm out here moving knob. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's what I'm like, yo, you playing. I'm trying to get an interview with you for a minute. And you over
here. When Scott told me, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Dory, we've been trying to set it up for mad long. He was like, yeah, I know. She told me. So we got it. Let's go.
Yo, I'm like, yo, Kay, what's going on? I know you, like, you getting out there. So I'm like, I understand this, but still, what's up? Like, what's up?
No, I wasn't moving funny or nothing. Don't think that. I just told Scott today, I was like, yo, I got to give you my Instagram password because I can't do it all no more. Like, I can't. I need help.
I know you busy. I know you got a lot going on. That's why I was trying to, you know, touch bases before like spring or summer really hit. So you gonna be gone. Like, LA is open. Texas is open. Florida is open. Like, you gonna be out
I'm
here.
excited. I'm happy. You know what it is too? I'm happy to know that my music was never trash, you know, because now that I'm still going and I'm moving forward and forward, so many people attracted to my old music, and I'm over here like, wow, like I thought that shit was trash, and people like, no, it's fire. So that just comes to show, like, my music was never trash. It just was presenting it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me feel good.
Okay, I can't wait to hopefully touch bases back with you again.
Yes.
I can't wait to come to the next event. I was talking to Scott already. I'm about to have an event in Atlanta hopefully soon. I'm just looking for a spot, and hopefully, you know, you around here at the same time I'm having the event, and we can do what we was trying to do out here.
Even if I'm not around, I'm flying out for you. You know you my girl.
I gotta fly you out. Let me know. Like at this point,
we outside.
Exactly.
We outside. Ooh, and a photo shoot too, Dory.
Yo, even before the photo shoot, I just DM me your size, your color. Let me know if you got one ready for you.
Yeah, that's fire.
Photo shoot for sure, but I got you. Definitely. Let me know your size and color. Any color. I got that color that you got on right now too. Like,
I want it medium.
Heard you. Let everybody know your Instagram, how to get in touch with you, how to follow you, how to get into with your music.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl K Mother effing Goddess, K Goddess, K space GODDESS on all streaming platforms. K Goddess official on all social media platforms except for Twitter's at She the Goddess. And F your red bottoms, cause I'm from New York where we stomp chicks out in our Timberlands. Bow. I'm a Brooklyn chick anyhow.
I heard you.
Alright, y'all. That was K Goddess. And K is the homie. Let me tell y'all, she is the homie. I got mad love for K, y'all. Just from watching her grind, it's been dope. Now, we talked about a lot. We talked about All-Star Weekend with Boosie. We talked about her performing in Tampa. And she even got into her breakup with Swift. Why she call this man a track star? Like, this girl is a character, yo. But hopefully I could talk to Swift and we could get his side of the story. As for our topic of show, we talked about role models. You know, being a role model just because you're in the public eye or you're a public figure. Do y'all consider that a thing? Would y'all say that these people are role models if they're artists and entertainers? Let me know what y'all think. Drop your opinions in the comments. As for me, I'm Dory, and y'all can catch me on all social media platforms at Him Dory. That's Dory with 2 I's, no Y. HIGHIMDORII. And I'll catch y'all on the next topic.
Love you, Kay. Appreciate you.
I love you more, Dory.
See you soon.
Later. Be safe.
Definitely, you too. And I'm giving you all kinds of wishes and blessings on everything you got going on, yo.
Thank you.
And this is the Kickback Podcast.